I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Remember all that shoveling you did last winter? Well, it would be a good idea to locate your snow removal equipment because the forecasters say we'll be dealing with wintry weather tomorrow. The Hudson Valley and especially the Catskills will be getting accumulating wet snow, maybe in the neighborhood of 6 inches or more in the higher elevations. Area business people, including Ray Ayers of Irv Ayers & Sons Landscaping, had already made preparations.
We always want to get prepared for it. We don't want to be caught unprepared, so we put the plows on. We're ready if it does come. It's way too early for me. We still have leaves to collect and button things up before the winter, so that's going to put some things on hold.
Still a little behind because of the hurricane with heat and, you know, flooded basements and like that, but we're prepared. We're ready.
An October snowstorm is a big pain in the neck for communities like the city of Middletown, putting a strain on the budget and disrupting normal public works department operations.
We estimate that an average snowstorm we could be spending up to $15,000 plus in overtime and cost for salt for icing, for the icy road. So we're not happy with the situation, but we have to deal with it.
We're going to be putting our plows on, we're going to put the sanders on, and we're going to have to take them off again. So a lot of manpower involved is going to be wasted because we have to take the sanders off again to start hauling leaves away from the streets. But that's what we do.
The good news is Sunday will be a sunny day, and that should melt off much of Saturday's snowfall. The Winter Storm Center page here at Record Online will provide the latest information on the storm, its impact, and event cancellations. Interested commuters were among those checking out the options under consideration for the new Tappan Zee Bridge. During a public meeting in West Nyack Thursday, officials outlined the proposed infrastructure designs for the $5.2 billion project. Among the decisions still to be made, how many piers will be used to support the 3-mile span. State leaders are pushing construction of the new bridge for economic reasons, but the Cuomo administration has also come in for criticism for not yet including rail or bus mass transit in the present bridge plan. The funding for the project also needs to be sorted out. The state's timeline for the project includes a completion date of 2017. Yesterday's rain didn't dampen the spirit on display in Uptown Kingston, where city officials and residents celebrated the near completion of the neighborhood's major renovation project. A big part of the $1.7 million venture features the replacement of old store canopies. The project is called the Pike Plan, named for the late Woodstock artist John Pike, who designed the canopies. And there's more to be done, including the repaving of streets and new lighting fixtures. Supporters say the makeover will give that section of Kingston an economic boost. But not everyone's a fan. Some have complained that the new canopies make the shops less visible and take away from the historic look of nearby streets. Now I'm alone with you. And for those who pay a visit to the record room, it's bound to bring back a flood of pleasant memories. A section of the Sullivan County Museum in Hurleyville is currently displaying more than 1,400 record albums. The exhibit is called The Face and Sound of Vinyl, a half-century of LP albums. And the man who put it together says you can not only listen to some vintage recordings, you can also check out all the colorful album covers that exhibit creator Myron Gittell calls works of art.
What we're trying to do is just to show people of today what was and what is lost. When we hear a music from a certain few years ago, an image of an album cover comes to our mind. And, with the memories and, it resonates with a lot of our emotions from those days. So that's what I was trying to do here.
Myron's Living Jukebox exhibit will be on display through December 6th. And an added treat for local visitors, many of the albums feature performers and recordings from the Catskills and Woodstock. Get the snow shovel out of the shed. Sounds like you'll definitely need to put it in motion tomorrow. The precipitation begins Saturday morning, and while it might start as rain in some spots, it'll quickly change over to wet snow. Predictions call for up to 6 inches of accumulation or more by the time the wintry weather ends late Saturday night. We get a break Sunday when the sun returns with temperatures getting up around 50 degrees. Now stay on top of the October storm and breaking news here at Record Online and get caught up on all the stories of interest to you in the weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Bankston.